Most dreams do not die because they are impossible. They die because we keep waiting for a perfect tomorrow to begin. In a quiet room of Shofuku Temple, Kaito sat quietly, looking at the ancient ceramic rice jar. The white grains inside had already vended down to the half. Master Daichi walked in gently, handing him a woven fabric sack. "Kaito, our temple is running out of food. Go down the mountain and bring some rice back." Kaito looked out of the temple gate. The summer sun burned hot, and the rocky mountain road before him looked steep and exhausting. "The jar is still half full," Kaito muttered, putting the sack away. "I will go tomorrow." He lay down, letting his mind fall asleep in comfortable laziness. Tomorrow is the sweetest lie we tell ourselves. It steals our precious time while we sleep in comfort. Was Kaito's delay because he was truly exhausted, or was his mind simply finding a comfortable excuse? Days passed quietly, and the rice jar inside the temple grew lighter every day. Once again, the master quietly said, "Go to the market." Kaito finally walked down the mountain, but halfway there, he stopped. The old wooden bridge over the deep valley had cracked and broken. It was dangerous to cross. To reach the market, Kaito's only option left was the long mountain path, a steep and rugged road. Standing at the edge, Kaito hesitated. "They are repairing the bridge," he thought. "I heard it will be finished soon. It is better to wait. Why should I make my feet bleed on the difficult path?" Do we also find ourselves waiting at the edge of our own broken bridges? We often refuse the harder detour, waiting for an easy shortcut, while our time slips away like sand. Kaito turned back to the temple empty-handed. He convinced himself that waiting was the smart choice, ignoring the cold truth that the temple's food supply was almost entirely gone. Was Kaito's decision to turn back a wise act of patience, or was it just another mask of procrastination? He chose comfort today, but tomorrow's storm was already gathering. The rice was completely gone. Looking at the empty jar, Master Daichi said weakly, "Go now, Kaito, or we will go hungry." This time, panic finally struck his heart. Kaito grabbed the empty bag and ran down the mountain. The sky turned dark as heavy clouds gathered, matching the growing dread inside his chest. Suddenly, a violent storm broke out. Thunder roared like an angry beast, and heavy rain poured down, washing away the soil and blinding Kaito's path. When Kaito reached the gorge, his heart stopped. The wooden bridge was completely gone, ripped away by the roaring, muddy floodwaters that swallowed everything. Desperate, Kaito remembered the long detour path over the steep mountain. It was the road he had once rejected to save his feet from bleeding. Now, it was his only hope. But as he turned the corner, his last hope shattered. A massive landslide had buried the long path under tons of wet mud, rocks, and rushing mountain water. There was no way forward, and no way to get food. Kaito fell to his knees in the cold mud, his hands digging into the wet earth as tears of helplessness mixed with the rain. The roaring river seemed to mock his empty promises of tomorrow. When Kaito wept in the rain, do you think his deepest pain was the broken bridge, or the sudden realization that his own delay had closed every door? Wet, shivering, and exhausted, Kaito dragged himself back up the mountain. He stepped into the cold, silent temple, but there was no warmth, only the heavy silence of his own failure. Inside, Master Daichi lay quietly beneath a thin blanket, weak and coughing from hunger. Beside him, the ancient ceramic jar stood completely empty, offering no hope. Kaito's tears fell onto the cold wooden floor. The worst pain of procrastination is not just losing an opportunity. It is realizing that your laziness has directly harmed the ones you care about most. Master Daichi slowly opened his eyes. There was no anger in his gaze, only a deep, quiet sadness. He looked at Kaito's trembling hands and whispered, "When the bridge first broke, Kaito, you could have taken the longer path. It would have been harder and taken more time, but you would have arrived," the master said. "You chose to wait, hoping it would become easier, and now we have nothing." Kaito wept, but the master gently touched his shoulder. "Regret asks you to return to yesterday and repair what cannot be reached," he whispered. "But wisdom asks you to repair what your hands can still touch today." When facing his starving teacher, was the master's gentle silence, without a single word of blame, the ultimate punishment that woke Kaito up? Kaito wiped his tears. He did not wait for his regret to fade or the road to become clear. He picked up the old bamboo broom and walked out to the rain-swept courtyard, focused entirely on the first step. He realized that time is not something to be waited for, but something to be built. True discipline is not about grand leaps. It is about keeping one small promise to yourself every single day. He established a new daily routine. Before sunrise, he swept the steps, cleaned his room, and sat in quiet meditation. The voice of procrastination in his mind slowly quieted as his hands stayed busy with action. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment before taking action, you will die at the bottom of the mountain. The path does not appear before you walk. It appears beneath your feet with every small step you take. The season slowly passed over Shofuku Temple. Kaito kept his small promises beneath the cherry blossoms, under the summer rain, and through the winter snow, proving to himself that he was no longer a slave to tomorrow. Procrastination is a heavy cage, but a daily routine of action is the key that opens it. By choosing to move before he felt ready, Kaito did not just rebuild the temple's food supply. He finally rebuilt his own soul. A life is not built in one giant moment of inspiration, but through the quiet accumulation of tiny choices. Do not demand to see the mountain peak. Focus only on the courage to lift your foot right now. Do you believe Kaito's new daily habits will help him conquer his procrastination forever? Start your own journey today alongside him. Leave a comment below with "I start now" to build your first habit.